How long should you be in the Asian squat? How long should you be able to sit in this deep squat? Is it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 25, 45 minutes? Let's talk about it in this video. If you're ready, let's get ready to think right, move right, and feel right. In a video I did on the deep squat, primal squat, human squat, resting squat, blah blah, kimchi squat, whatever you want to call this deep squat, I had a comment from somebody named Dave who asked whether or not there's anything to be gained from doing the squat for long periods of time. He said he's able to do 5 minutes, and one time he managed to do 15 minutes, but he's wondering, should I try to push farther? What is there to be gained from doing this deep squat for long periods of time? I've also seen squat challenges out there that tell you to spend 30 minutes a day in the deep squat position, and like anything, people take this overboard and try to do it for like 4 hours, 5 hours, and I'm sure there's probably a Guinness World Record for sitting in the deep Asian squat for the longest period of time. So first I want to say that what you gain from being able to sit in the deep squat position for say an hour or 2 hours is not necessarily anything spectacular, but you do gain the ability to sit in that position whenever you need to without feeling like you're being crippled, and that's a good thing. But I also want to be very clear here. There is no reason for you to push yourself to be able to sit in the deep squat for 45 minutes or an hour or even 30 minutes or whatever it is if it feels uncomfortable and painful to do. You don't want to force your body to do this if it means you're going to be in pain. You want to be gradually expanding the amount of time you can sit in a deep squat pain-free. So for example, if say today you're only able to sit in the deep squat for 2 minutes, that's fine. And then maybe tomorrow you can shoot for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You should not try to make huge leaps like say from 2 minutes to 10 minutes in one day. You just are very unlikely to be able to safely progress overnight by 400%. It's just not something the human body generally does. It's like if you started learning algebra and the next day you decided you're going to start doing derivatives and integrals. Or if today you learn how to do a forward roll and you decide that tomorrow you're going to compete in the Olympics on the pommel horse. Airplanes like to fly overhead when I'm recording videos. The point here is progression should be gradual. The number two thing you need to think about is whether or not you can even achieve the depth comfortably. If you can't get into the deep Asian squat yet, that's fine. Follow my advice from previous videos, which is to go as deep as you can while still feeling safe, using assistance as you need it, and hold that position wherever it is for 15 to 30 seconds, just until you start feeling fatigue, and then come out of it. You want to make sure that you're never pushing through popping and snapping and pain. You want to go to a challenging position and build some strength and control there. And then over time, you can start getting deeper and deeper. And once you can get nice and deep, you can hang out in that deep position for 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes and build that up over time. I definitely don't suggest that you go to a bottom position and try to hold it for 30 minutes because you will destroy your knees, or you'll feel like you destroyed them, and you probably won't be walking for a few days at least. So again, once you can actually get fully down, that's when you can start messing with extended holds. You don't want to be doing them high up here and making your quads go crazy or making your glutes and your back seize up. Make sure you first have the mobility to get down into that bottom position and then start hanging out there so that your ankles and calves and your knees and your hips and your back and everybody can just get used to calmly relaxing in this bottom position. Now, some recommendations to help you spend more time in this bottom position are to actually use your phone in a deep squat. If this means you have to hide in a back office somewhere at work, that's fine, do that, or hide behind your desk so nobody knows you're taking another break to check TikTok. And after 4 or 5 minutes have passed while you wasted your life on TikTok, make sure you uninstall TikTok, or if you're gonna keep TikTok, make sure you find Upright Health on TikTok. Assuming it's still there, because I might just close it down because I hate TikTok. If you watch movies or TV shows at home, spend a few minutes sitting in a deep squat while you watch. Grab a cup of tea or water or juice and just relax and enjoy. If you're somebody who drinks alcohol, maybe you can just swirl your glass of wine in a deep wine squat while you watch your favorite episode of, I don't really know what's current. I was about to say Breaking Bad, but I realized there's probably a whole generation of people who've never even heard of Breaking Bad because it's so old. Battlestar Galactica? Arrested Development has that kind of new awful season on Netflix. Anyway, to go back to Dave's question, you're gaining some basic human function because this is literally how people used to sit before chairs and toilets became ubiquitous. Now let me also give you a bonus thing you can do to mess around to start building even more simple human abilities. If you get tired in this position, you can work on transitioning to other positions that are on the ground, like just folding down like this and letting your legs just flop over to one side, or going to the other side. Or you can also work on sitting cross-legged. If you have trouble sitting cross-legged, this is another position you should work on acclimating your body to. I have a video on learning how to sit cross-legged if you're too stiff. I will link to that video in the description box. Again, this is a basic, simple human thing that you used to be able to do when you were a kid, so you should work on being able to do this as an adult. Even if it's uncomfortable, just make sure you just gradually challenge your body to get better at it so you don't hurt yourself while you're restoring what is seriously your birthright. You can also work on other positions like sitting down with your legs splayed out, just in case you ever want to get a side gig in Thailand. Or you can work on sitting in kind of half fisherman squat, or you can sit in a Cossack squat, or any kind of other squat. Because these are all totally normal human positions that many of us have just lost over time because we're normally just sitting in chairs like this. And also remember that human bodies are made to be in motion, so if you see people even in primitive, less technologically advanced societies, they don't often just sit in the same position non-stop for 8 hours. But in our modern societies with all this tech and all these gadgets and all these chairs and keyboards, we like to think that it's totally natural to be locked in the same position for 8 to 12 hours a day, just moving our little digits, and that we should be fully comfortable because somehow that's a natural thing. Remember that the human body is made to move. The only time your human body actually stops fully moving is when you're dead. That's when you stop moving. It's when you're dead. So if you want to feel more alive, remember to fidget, remember to move around, remember to regain the ability to do basic things like sit in a deep squat or off to the side or with your legs crossed, because all of those things are going to make you feel better. You will feel more alive when you unlock all of these basic functions. I'm also curious to know how long you are able to hold the deep Asian squat position. Is it 1 minute, 3 minutes? What has your progress been like? Please share in the comment section down below. I also want to give a warm welcome to some new members who are helping support the Upright Health YouTube channel. These people have pledged $5 a month to become assisting muscles to the Upright Health YouTube channel. Shelter in Grace, Barb Cohenauer, Joss Woo, Patricia Farano, Rita Eagle, Matt Keske, and Leonard Hernandez. It got cut off, but I'm gonna say Hernandez. Thank you all for being supporting members, and if you want to support me too, you can use the join and thanks buttons on YouTube, or find me on Patreon, or use the donate link you'll find in the description box. If you want to improve your deep Asian squat, check out my course at uprighthealth.com/DIY, or check out my free YouTube playlist here. And improve your ability to sit cross-legged here. Like, share, and subscribe with the bell notification on, and comment so YouTube stops trying to drive this channel down. And as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.